Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your kind attention, please? ご来場の皆様に開会前のご案内申し上げます。I request you to kindly switch off your mobile phones or set them onto the silent mode during the event. ご来場の皆様におかれましては、イベント中、携帯電話の電源をお切りいただくか、マナーモードに設定いただきますようよろしくお願いいたします。We will be beginning the event shortly. まもなく開会いたします。Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Embassy of India. I extend a warm welcome to you today's event, India-Japan Partnership, Collaboration in Media and Entertainment Sector. We will have distinguished speakers elaborating on various aspects in this, various opportunities in this sector. At the outset, I request His Excellency Mr. Madhu Sudan, the Charge of Affairs, the Embassy of India, to say a few words of welcome.
Good afternoon, everyone. Sri Sanjay Jaju, Secretary, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, Government of India. Mr. Kazuya Nakaju, Executive Vice President, JETRO. Mr. Masana Ezawa, Deputy Director General, METI. Mr. Yoshihiro Shimizu, Vice President of Association of Japanese Animation. Mr. Achal Malhotra, CEO, Waves. Mr. Hitoshi Sakagami, Managing Director of Tokyo International Film Festival, leaders from industry, media, dear friends. It is both an honor and a privilege to welcome everyone today at the Embassy of India at this important event, which celebrates the India-Japan partnership and explores exciting opportunities, specifically in the media and entertainment sector. The partnership between India and Japan is age-old, rooted in shared values of democracy, peace, and mutual respect. It is strengthened by a common vision for the future. Japan has been a natural partner in India's developmental journey. It's been 10 years since the establishment of the special strategic and global partnership between our two countries. And in these 10 years, this partnership has only grown by leaps and bounds. And today, it encompasses every aspect of cooperation, bilateral, plurilateral, and multilateral, across a wide range of areas. Japan is now the fifth largest investor in India. There are nearly 1,500 Japanese companies doing business in India, and an overwhelming majority of them are seeking to expand their operations in India. Today, we are discussing not just bilateral cooperation, but also ways and means through which Japanese companies can use India as a hub for manufacturing, and then from there expand to third countries, including Africa and the Middle East. The wheels in this regard are already set in motion, and we look forward to an exciting future ahead. In this regard, the media and entertainment sector is one such area that presents immense opportunities. Positioned at the confluence of creativity, technology, and commerce, this sector is poised to become a pivotal pillar of our partnership. Now, India and Japan both possess a centuries old tradition of storytelling. These stories have shaped our societies and enriched global cultural landscape. But these stories are not confined to borders only. They travel, carried by digital platforms, streaming services, gaming networks, and immersive media experiences. As we stand at the crossroads of technological advancement and globalization, the media and entertainment industry has become one of the key drivers of cultural diplomacy and economic growth. Globally, this industry is projected to surpass 3 trillion US dollars by 2026, and both India and Japan are playing significant roles in this growth story. India occupies a dominant position in the media and entertainment sector, with talent spread across every corner of the country. The animation, visual effects, gaming, comics sector is set to be the future of this industry. With 800 million internet users, India's OTT market alone is projected to exceed $7 billion by 2030. And it is heartening to see that the Japanese industry is already embracing this opportunity presented by India's burgeoning media and entertainment sector. The animation market in India has grown 80% in the last 5 years, and we now boast the second largest anime fan base globally. And this is projected to contribute 60% to the worldwide growth in anime interest in the coming years. No wonder Japanese anime makers are making a beeline to India to cater to the strong demand from Indian audience. In this context, today's event also serves as a curtain raiser for the World Audiovisual and Entertainment Summit, WAVES in short, a platform that aims to bring together the world of entertainment, creativity, and culture from across the globe. Scheduled to take place in May this year in Mumbai, the summit offers a unique platform designed to catalyze deeper engagements, meaningful partnerships, and innovative collaborations. Dear friends, as I said before, India and Japan share a legacy of friendship, creativity, and harmony. And as the media and entertainment industries in both our countries continue to evolve and expand, it is imperative that we leverage our complementarities to create new avenues for growth. Together, let us harness the power of creativity, technology, and partnership to shape the future of global media and entertainment. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, let me introduce His Excellency Mr. Sanjay Jaju, Secretary, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, Indian Government. He is joining us online today. Mr. Jaju, I would like you to address the gathering, please.
We can.
Gagandeep, we cannot see you.
We can't see anything from here. We can hear you. Yeah. Yes.
You can start that. It's fine.
Yes. Thank you very much. Very happy to be part of the deliberations today. Like celebrating India-Japan partnership and especially the collaborations in the media and entertainment sector. Friends, as Madhusudan pointed out, uh, Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji has laid out a vision for the World Audio Visual and Entertainment Summit. It's going to be arguably the world's first convergence event in the media and entertainment segment. The event is scheduled from 1st May till 4th May in 2025 in Mumbai. And friends, Waves is not an effort, it is the realization of an idea that has been nurtured over the years by Honorable Prime Minister. Of course, in public domain, the seeds of this idea were sown in 2019 when Prime Minister spoke about the need for a global platform to bring together the creative minds and the industry leaders. Friends, the essence of Waves lies in achieving a balance between technological advancements and the core human experience. Our Prime Minister mentions that as we progress economically, it is critical that we do not lose sight of the values, emotions, and artistic expressions that actually make us human. The media and entertainment industry stands at the confluence of such forces, and acts not just as a mirror, but also acts as a bridge between innovation and tradition. And therefore, in today's interconnected world, the role of media entertainment extends far beyond storytelling. It's actually a force for positive change. India, with its rich cultural heritage, and so is Japan, which spans centuries of diverse traditions, knowledge, and art forms. Coupled with this, we have a very strong and fast developing media and entertainment industry. Our film industry is among the largest in the world, and this is also backed by a vibrant, young, and digitally empowered creator ecosystem. And that's why this combination of art culture and tradition of storytelling and mixed with the growth in the industry provides us an opportunity to host the first World Audiovisual and Entertainment Summit. First, we made a research and we understood that while there are numerous technology-focused events which happen globally, but one event which breaks these silos and should be called as the convergence event was lacking. And it was this that created a realization that we need to create a platform that could integrate technology with tradition and could blend craft with commerce. And that's how the world's first audiovisual and entertainment convergence platform called Waves is now shaping up. And while there will be a detailed presentation subsequently by our CEO on the various components of Waves, broadly, it would feature our Prime Minister's roundtable with the top CEOs of the world. And that's where I would think that the media entertainment industry in Japan, which is very big, very vibrant, and would also be exploring opportunities of growth in India, would have opportunities to come to this platform and sit on the roundtable with the Honorable Prime Minister, who would also be hosting a luncheon to the top leaders and CEOs of the media and entertainment industry. We have also been requesting ministers and policymakers to join the global media dialogue to tackle the pressing issues in our industry, issues of common concern, opportunities which beckons us when it comes to the media and entertainment segment. There would also be a thought leaders track which will allow which will act as a platform for knowledge exchange, and there would be an exhibition segment which will showcase the blend of the art of storytelling and the latest innovations and achievements. And it's here I would like to exhort the industry in Japan to make use of this opportunity to showcase their brands and allow the world to see the innovations that are happening there and create a niche for themselves. There will also be a Waves Bazaar, a first of its kind initiative, which will be a marketplace which will offer the content showcase and also would be hosting the buyer seller meets to foster business opportunities. India is one of the fastest growing startup ecosystem. We're hosting an event called WaveX, Wave Accelerator, which would support media startups with mentorship, funding, and pitching opportunities. We have also been contemplating and would be hosting Waves Culturals and Concerts. It should have everything from the classical performances to large-scale live performances that could blend the Indian and the international talent. And here again, we would be requesting if we could get a cultural troupe from Japan, which could be given a stage to play at the Waves Culturals. We also have a creative sphere where young creators could connect, learn, and collaborate. I'm very happy to announce and tell that we have the Create in India Challenge Season 1 with 32 challenges. We have witnessed good response from most of the countries. It's also pertinent. We had one challenge, which was the anime challenge, which related to the Japanese animation industry. We have had overwhelming response from all the participants, both globally as well as domestic. All these participants and the winners and the finalists would have an opportunity to be part of the creative sphere. When we are mindful of the growing partnership, both strategic and otherwise, between India and Japan, and that's why a delegation led by our Special Secretary visited Japan in December 2024 and met various important industry leaders like Sony, NHK, Nippon, Nintendo, Toho Toy, Kadokawa. And during that visit, a lot of opportunities were discussed with many of these companies, including the ones I mentioned. My request with the members of the industry, members of JETRO, would be to make use of this opportunity and make this event an opportunity for Indo-Japanese cooperation to get further strengthened. We'll be requesting for the participation of the honorable ministers and policymakers at the Global Media Dialogue. We've been requesting the participation of the global media and entertainment companies, the Japanese companies, to participate in the Prime Minister's CEO's Roundtable. We already have confirmation from Sony. We would request confirmations from NHK, Nippon, Studio Ghibli, JETRO, and all the others represented today in this meeting. We have also been requesting various governments to showcase their efforts in the media entertainment segment to a country pavilion. I would request an exclusive pavilion to come in from Japan, which would showcase the best that's happening in this segment in Japan. As I mentioned, the Japanese cultural troupe, performances, cuisines, etc., would be a very important additional attraction at Waves. At the same time, Waves Bazaar will also offer B2B opportunities for both the buyers and the sellers. I would request the Japanese industry within there to make use of this virtual online platform and onboard themselves on this platform. Besides this, as I mentioned, this event will offer multiple B2B opportunities for the industry on both sides. So once again, my request, my humble request to the industry and the government in Japan to make use of this opportunity and enhance and deepen the Indo-Japan friendship, especially in the media and entertainment segment. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We also have Mr. Kazuya Nakajo, Executive Vice President JETRO, with us today. Jetra is a prominent supporter of India-Japan Business Cooperation. I'd like to request Mr. Nakajo to come up to the stage and tell us about the potential of India-Japan business collaboration in this particular sector.
Mr. Madhusudan, Social Affairs Embassy of India, Tokyo. Mr. Sanjay Jaju, Secretary, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. 江沢正奈様、経済産業省商務サービスグループ統括政策統括調整官、それから、清水義弘様、日本動画協会副理事長、それから、坂上仁様、東京国際映画祭事務局長様、それからご来席の皆様、ジェトロから参りました中条でございます。本日はよろしくお願いいたします。まずインドそのものの話。
Let's look at India as it is. I often mention in my lecture back in 2020 the top on medium actually the segments in Japan in terms of the incomes there. So those other people who will be able to purchase the actually durable goods actually. And back in 2020, that accounts for only 10% of the entire population in India. And then into 2030, in 10 years' time, this will go up to as much as 40%. That is a forecast. And more than 500 people there, which forms the mid-layer there in the Indian population. And those people will be able contributing to the life of quality of life that's English there, and they've spent a lot of money in consuming those goods there. That is a good thing. So that means actually in every aspect of life aspect in India will become grow to be a huge market for us all. So when it comes to the contents businesses as such, including animation, games, etc., which are already in India, a big movement in India already. And originally, say, Crayon Shin-chan and the kind of cartoons, which has been very popular for a long time in India, and the Ramayana, actually, that is originated from Japan. That is based upon the classics of Indian stories. That has been made into animation by Japanese staff, which released there in India, which became very popular there. And there's a revival, actually, make of that one recently that has been made, and that's become very popular as well. That's what I heard. Not only in India, but also like about 10 years ago, like 12 years ago, back in 2013, what happened was actually we made a promotion campaign actually to promote Japanese foods actually overseas there. So as we started a kind of survey first. We're asking people actually, which Japanese cuisine do you like? That's how we started to ask questions. Not in India, but we started those campaigns, survey actually in the huge potential markets like in European countries and the USA. The French people say they prefer yakitori rather than sushi. That's what French people said. And tempura, sushi, and yakitori are the kind of top three in the favorite cuisine there. But I don't know why. But curry, rice, that's not there in Europe, but that becomes very top there in their mouth, actually, so to speak, actually. I wonder why, because those are the favorite food, because of the animation impacted them, although they did not eat them as such. But Italian people, they do not eat hamburger or hamburger steak at all in Italy. But the thing is, they watch animation, the characters are eating there. They must be very good in the Japanese cuisine there. That's why those cuisines become the top items in the research there. That's why we can see how the animation made a big impact there actually. But when it comes to contents, we try to sell them overseas. We just formed a special task force, and we tried to go into Indian market with a special task force at that time. But what happened was actually the media was dominated by TV and the movie theaters. The thing is, in India, the movie theaters are everywhere there in towns and town villages because movies are one of the biggest entertainment among the Indian people. Because we thought that it's better to attack or approach the movie theaters first. We just brought those one to the theaters, but it didn't work out. But the thing is, because thing is, if the movie some titles did not really run very well, then they just make big changes very quickly. Because if one of the movie the title did not hit actually, then but the thing is, it cost us to take the film back into the Indian market, but that didn't work out. Therefore, we just stopped doing that in the Indian market. But there has been some changes happening in the Indian market, like but now multimedia digital era nowadays actually, but like a Netflix, those services are really spreading very fast and quick in Indian market. So digital is a very good use actually, because all the movies are really archived, and then they can watch them everywhere there in India. That has become has been emerging model. Therefore, a lot of good opportunities really spreading very fast, quick, and 5G will start soon to start. And then when it's come to internet environment, actually India is a very good infrastructure for the internet there. Therefore, I think we can see big opportunities for our business chances in India there. But the initiative taken by the Indian government, as shared with the minister there. But like last year in India, when it comes to the animation and the filming, actually, the institutions, actually, they announced that they're going to make kind of institutions for animation, etc. So if India goes into really honestly going to there, then they will really can be very, very quick. Actually, that's the situation what's happening there. So Wave 25. Wave of May 2025. That's the time. That's the time when the wave will be launched there. I hope that should have been launched a bit earlier there. But anyway, that is just for example. But when it comes to other good opportunities, I mean, Wave 2025 is going to provide you big business opportunities for you as announced. Actually. So please go there to take good opportunity on this one, so that you'll be able to start actually making good basis for your business there. We have 5 business offices in India, and we have a dedicated staff in Delhi, so that we will be able to help them actually in spreading the content businesses, like like exhibitions, etc. And we try to identify the kind of good counterparts for you, so that we'll be able to make networking there. That is a part of our efforts that we do. So please, turn to us, and then based upon your actually the needs, etc., we'll be working together with the Indian embassy, so that we will help you out very much so when you like to go into the Indian market. That concludes my presentation. Thank you very much indeed for your.
May I now request Mr. Manasa Ezawa, Deputy Director General, Commerce and Service Industry Policy Group, the Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry, Japanese government, to address the gathering. Mr. Ezawa, please come up to the stage.
Good afternoon. I'm Masana Ezawa, Deputy Director General of Ministry of Trade and Industry in Japan. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to talk about mutual cooperation between Japan and India in this content industry. From now on, I would like to talk about cooperation in Japanese a little bit slowly. 世界のコンテンツ市場、はですね、
The world content industry in Japanese yen is going to be 0.1 trillion yen, dollars, sorry. It's growing year over year. The market size of this contents industry is about 1.3 billion yen, which is the third largest in the world. Japanese contents revenue export value is equivalent to that of the iron and semiconductor industries. So the contents industry is one of the key industries in Japan. So Ministry of Industry and Economy is working to prepare the expansion of the business using the contents to increase the export, and the new market opening are some of the things that we are working on. Cultures and technologies helped us enhance our deeper relationships, especially in the contents industry. Two countries' collaboration has become more important than ever. Music, movies, anime is very popular in India. Some of the Indian movie like Bolt is very popular in Japan. In 1990s, I was there too. Moved to Dancing Maharaja, that was very, very popular. And in Japan, Indian movies and dance or dance has become also very popular. Japan anime movie content, we have a lot of those that are loved by the world, and that is streamed and that is broadcasted in many other countries, like Kureon Shinchan being one of the popular anime. Like another one is Tokyo Revengers, Spy Families, are some of the anime that are popular in India, I hear. Kureon Shinchan's next work is going to be taking place in India. Shinchan will be Shinchan's content is India. What he will do in India. In India, Japanese anime might be created, and the market is also viewed as a very important market to Japanese anime industry. With that in background, India and Japan work together, learn from each other, and advance even further. We are doing that, and that makes me very happy. Ministry of Industry and Economy, JETRO, we have an office in New Delhi and Mumbai to support the Japanese contents companies in providing them in the basic information and also the conducting researches. Also through the JETRO, Indian companies that are interested in Japanese anime or content, we are encouraging and supporting that kind of content. Japan's American conduction will hold anime using the Hokkaido story about in Hokkaido. 80% of that is take place in Hokkaido. In India, the story takes place in Hokkaido. So they did the filming and also encouraging the movie filming in Japan. Filming scene to take place in one of the Japanese cities or locations, and that is one example is this one that took place in Hokkaido, and we like to encourage that to happen so that the Indian anime fans will want to visit those where the film was taken. I'm very much looking forward to that kind of movie become available in India. Oh, those people from anime and industry are here today. So please exchange your opinions so that how we can enhance the industry growth and develop a relationship that will last toward the future. Those who come to Japan, those who are in India, thank you very much for inviting us. We'd like to commemorate this to be the start of the stronger relationship between the two countries. Thank you very much.
By the ministry and by the Japanese government. Now, as Mr. Jeju, the Secretary of Ministry of Information and Broadcasting mentioned earlier, the government of India will be organizing the World Audio Visual and Entertainment Summit, or WAVES for short, in May this year. To introduce this grand attempt, I would like to play a promotional video. I hope you will be prompted to join the WAVES Summit.
In the borderless digital age, creativity transcends boundaries, connecting cultures, economies, and industries. Collaboration defines the future. For the first time, India hosts WAVES 2025, the World Audio Visual and Entertainment Summit, a global stage that brings together world leaders to shape the future of storytelling and innovation, bringing together talent, technology, and investment from across the world, as media and entertainment have the power to heal, unite, and inspire people.
साथियों, वर्ल्ड ऑडियो विजुअल एंड एंटरटेनमेंट समिट यानी वेव्स के रूप में भारत एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म बनाने जा रहा है जिसमें दुनिया के एंटरटेनमेंट लैंडस्केप पर उसको बदलने की क्षमता होगी.
The global media dialogue at WAVES will bring together international policymakers and industry leaders to shape the future. The Industry Leaders Roundtable will connect visionaries and investors. WAVES Bazaar, an international marketplace of ideas and content. WaveX, where startups and investors meet to give life to the ideas of creators. Creatosphere is where creators connect, learn, and build the future of storytelling through workshops, mentorship, and collaborations. From classical performances to large-scale live acts, WAVES Culturals brings together artists from around the world to celebrate music, art, and storytelling. Bharat Pavilion tells the story of India's media and entertainment journey, its heritage, growth, and future at a global stage. WAVES opens doors to new markets, new collaborations, and new audiences. From business to storytelling, from technology to policy, WAVES is where ideas grow into action. WAVES is more than a summit. It is a global movement where the world comes together to shape the future of media, entertainment, and technology. It is a chance to take part in something bigger, to create, collaborate, and define what comes next. Join us at WAVES 2025 in Mumbai from May 1st to 4th. Influence the future and be part of it.
Thank you for your kind attention. Now we have another speaker joining us online from India. Please allow me to introduce Mr. Atal Malhotra, CEO WAVES, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. He will be telling us about the WAVES, which will showcase various opportunities for collaboration in the media and entertainment sector. Mr. Malhotra, you have the floor.
Greetings of the day from India, and thank you for such a wonderful detailing earlier. It's exciting to note, as Our Excellency brought out, that 1,500 companies, Japanese companies, are in India. And this is an exciting opportunity to open new frontiers in the world of creativity. WAVES is the world's first convergence event for the entire media and entertainment sector, whilst we are familiar with sectors, trade shows, summits which deal with gaming individually, filmmaking individually, animation individually, this is a plug-and-play model envisioned by our Honorable Prime Minister, and the first edition detailing is something that I intend to do in the next 10 minutes or so. Next slide, please. As Secretary Information and Broadcasting had brought out, WAVES stands to bring to the fore India's rich cultural legacy and also combine it with the strengths that India has today, using mindful of the impact that technology is having on human life at large. And WAVES promises to bridge the gap between our cultural legacy and the technology to bring the human front at the table for discussion at the summit. Next slide, please. WAVES is the realization of the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister. We have worked upon the concept of WAVES for a considerable length of time before planning out the event. We thought it best to have this at the media and entertainment capital of the country in Mumbai. So therefore, we have now scheduled WAVES at the Geo World Center from 1st to 4th of May, which is Thursday to Sunday. WAVES is akin to the familiar Davos, which is for the World Economic Forum. This would be the World Creativity Forum, and therefore, outside of the ambit of hardcore M&D, we also have tech companies showing a lot of enthusiasm. I will detail the flow of the event in the next slide. The 4-day event will have conferences, the WAVES Bazaar, buying and selling, our creators from across the globe and India coming together at the creator sphere, startups meeting their venture capitalists, investment houses, and presenting their craft and pitching sessions from the 1st of May to the 3rd of May. That's the business element of WAVES. Our exhibition, gaming arcade, and culturals would go from 1st of May to 4th of May. 4th of May is a Sunday, so therefore it would be more B2C exclusively, and day one would be primarily the flag off of all the initiatives that I'll detail in the next few slides. Broadly, the spread of WAVES is at multi-level. At the apex level, the Honorable Prime Minister would chair the CEOs roundtable, where we will have global CEOs from all segments of the media and entertainment and technology companies share their vision for India and from India. Thereafter, the global media dialogue would be at the ministerial and diplomatic level. We will share our vision together and build forward our journeys in the media and entertainment landscape. The thought leaders track would get the best of from across the world to ideate and bring the way forward. We have the intent to present India's readiness to absorb the technological changes and bring forward its impact on the media and entertainment landscape at the Bharat Pavilion. The exhibition will have a flavor of technology companies, gaming companies, AVGC companies, production houses, etc. WAVES Bazaar is an online portal that has been flagged off about a month and a half earlier. The WAVES Bazaar has a continuous journey beyond WAVES as well. But at the physicality of it, the WAVES Bazaar will give the opportunity for prospective sellers to bring their craft and buyers to pick from the bouquet of craft available at WAVES. WAVES Accelerator is something that I'll detail in subsequent slides. A cultural extravaganza over the 4 days at WAVES, announcement of WAVES Awards, and the Creator Sphere. Next slide, please. On the 1st of May, the Honorable Prime Minister would grace WAVES and inaugurate the waves, we have a sizable guest list that we anticipate to be present at the inaugural ceremony. It will also mark the inaugural of the Bharat Pavilion, and the Honorable Prime Minister would take time to visit the pavilions and understand what is the new flavor that is going to impact the world of media and entertainment, as also the technology that will get infused into our daily lives that is presented at Waves. Next slide. The CEO's roundtable would be beyond the inaugural ceremony with a luncheon hosted for about 300 odd distinguished guests. The presence of about 30 global CEOs would be with sharing of thoughts over a 1-hour session. Thereafter, for some of the selected, shortlisted interactions, there would be also an opportunity for a one-on-one meeting with the Honorable Prime Minister. At the Global Media Dialogue, we have extended invites to about 100 countries. We are anticipating the rewards and acceptance to participate at the Global Media Dialogue. We anticipate about 30 to 40 ministers at the Global Media Dialogue, and the participating countries would be signing a Waves Declaration. Very recently, the Honorable Minister of External Affairs, the Honorable Minister of Information and Broadcasting, and the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, which is the host state for Waves, had a detailed interaction with the foreign missions in India on the 30th of March 2025. It was an exciting capture of the thoughts of excellencies who were present at the forum. Many of them have assured of a sizable participation from across the globe, and we are excited to stitch up the loose ends in the next 35 to 40 days short of Waves. Next slide, please. Specific to Japan, we have extended an invite to His Excellency Yojimoto and Her Excellency Toshiko Abe. We hope that both of them are able to make time for Waves, and we are excited to share the thoughts and build further the relationships between India and Japan. Next slide, please. We will capture the we will actually gainfully utilize the presence of star speakers who would be available at Waves, and I think the Indian diaspora and the global attendees will be very happy to learn from the thoughts that these speakers share during Waves. Apart from that, a multi-segment conference track will run in parallel. We have planned about 25 sessions. We think it's an opportune moment to capture diverse thoughts and work upon them beyond Waves till the next edition of Waves. Next slide. The exhibition space is fast getting consumed, being limited in nature. Within the exhibition space, we have understood that what gaming holds for India and from India in the years ahead. One of the exciting avenues in the entire media and entertainment sector, and a promising growth rate in India has made us build a gaming arcade which is in exclusivity to the exhibition space, but within the exhibition space. Bharat Pavilion, as I brought out, is going to stitch up not only what exists in Bharat, but also whatever is going to be impacting the entire media and entertainment landscape in Bharat. The gamers would also get an opportunity to interact with the Honorable Prime Minister when he inaugurates the gaming arcade somewhere in the evening just before the Waves Culturals. Something interesting in the gaming zone is that we have $8.6 billion business opportunity by 2027, and I would like to highlight at this point that many of the Japanese companies and gaming and anime companies would find Waves as an opportune moment to strategize on the way forward for their business in the years to come in India and from India. Next slide, please. Our Waves Bazaar has seen good traction considering that it has been launched in the month of January. We have about 1,530 sellers and 5,400 buyers. We encourage all of you present here today to register yourselves as buyer or seller or both. It's a free registration process, but the bigger the market, the better the flavor. and therefore we request you to take some time out and register your companies, maybe put up your craft on sale, or see the 871 projects which are going to increase in the days ahead, and find something interesting that you could pick up at Waves. Next slide. The Waves Accelerator is a first of initiative, given the fact that startups has been the focus of India, and there's a lot of effort, whole of government effort to build up the startups, and we anticipate about 50 to 100 startups to be present at the WaveX, and 20 venture capitalists and 10 eminent celebrity investors will also build up an exciting broadcastable program which will inspire other startups to come on board. This is an exclusively media and entertainment initiative which will help build the startup ecosystem exclusively in this space as well. Next slide. The culturals is as flashed on the slide. Beyond the marquee programs, as the secretary has requested, we request the Japanese cultural troops also to be present, and we invite their presence at Waves. We will be happy to host them, and it will be a good opportunity to showcase the various elements of the culture. Next. 32 challenges of the Create in India challenge season 1 have almost concluded, some of them concluding by the 31st of March. We have 82,000 registrations and 35 countries participating. All the finalists will be coming to Waves, and the playoff will happen at Waves, and the grand finale will be on 3rd of May. Next slide. A broad planning of the entire 4-day event. We will be sharing this particular presentation so for detailing. We have an exciting advisory board. Next slide, please. We have an exciting advisory board which is providing us mentorship, direction, and also helping us reach the diaspora across the globe. We are fortunate that all of them are investing their time and effort to build the Waves as exciting global creativity summit. Next slide. Next slide. At the concluding note, to sum up, we request our embassy to facilitate any queries that the forum may have, and we are hopeful that the ministerial participation in the global media dialogue will be enriching both for Waves as also for the ministerial level participation. We invite JETRO to coordinate and set up the country pavilion at Waves so as to also mark your presence in the Global Creativity Forum. We also are open to receiving any lists that you may feel are relevant with respect to Japanese companies that may have not been invited as yet. We would be happy to extend the invite should they make time for being at Waves and also sharing their views. Waves Bazaar is something that I have brought out. We invite you to be a buyer or seller or both the Japanese cultural troops at Waves, and any major announcements that you would like to make using Waves as a platform. We would be happy to learn about the announcement and then build it up with you and for you. Slide. I have shared a list of points of contact for various reach out that you may have and any queries that you may like to further clarify. Please feel free to reach out to the flash numbers. With this, I have come to the end of my presentation. Next slide. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for elaborating on the overview and the targets of the WAVES Summit. Next, I would like to request Mr. Yoshihiro Shimizu, the Vice President of the Association of Japanese Animation, to tell us about the landscape of Japan's animation business and the future possibility of Japan-India collaboration. Please welcome Mr. Shimizu.
改 はい。今ご紹介
Thank you very much for a kind introduction. I am Vice President of Japan Anime Association. My name is Yoshihiro Shimizu. My main job is working for Tezuka Production, managing the license of Osamu Tezuka. That is my usual main job. Today, I'd like to share the Japanese animation industry and creation of Japanese animations today. Japanese animation companies, we have 800 of them throughout Japan. Out of that, 700 of them reside in Tokyo. So it's like a Tokyo's local industry or regional industry. So Tokyo government is providing an extensive support to the anime industry. Out of those 700 anime companies, 10% of them are the producing companies, means they have a producer, they have the drawing team, art, cell work, artwork, cell work, the full structure of anime creation team they have, but the rest only have about 4 or 5 animators, small companies are the majority of them. So the animation industry association, out of those 70 companies, 50 of them are regular members or standing member and non-standing members. There are about 150 altogether. Okay, please go to the next slide. So next, I'd like to talk about the animation market, our association to those 70 member companies and non-member companies. We send out a survey and collect the answers so that we can issue the anime industry report. Survey we did in 2024. So the survey itself took in 2023, but the report was issued in 24. So wider definition of anime, including TV stations, movie, any ones that has a license, like a toy companies outside of Japan, and like other entertainment companies like pachinko, any of those industries that use animations. Their revenue was all calculated, or and altogether, as you can see, including Japan and outside of Japan, it exceed 300 million yen. So that means it's about the double. It grows very fast in 5-6 years. Go to the right-hand side, lower right-hand side graph. This one's showing the ratio of Japanese market and global market. And global means 160, Japanese means 160 million, overseas means is 170 million. So it's way more revenue comes from the overseas market.
Please take a look at the top graphic there. That shows, again, based upon the survey conducted on 2023, this means in a narrow sense, that means actually production companies which has the sales like this one here, and also the secondary kind of income into the companies put together. This is a number, combined one. This is 427 billion, 0.2 billion yen again. It has been growing very rapidly as of last year. And when it's come to the IPAR, actually the head task force, which announced the Cool Japan campaign there, where they put a lot of efforts on there. As you can see here, this is the animation, the revenue compared to the steel industry. This is neck to neck to the steel industry. This is a very big industry comparable to the steel industry in Japan. So this is a breakdown of the animation market. Actually, as you can see at the bottom, you can see 1.7 trillion yen for the overseas sales, actually, and then which we bring to up to 3 trillion yen by 2023 in 5 years' time. And in 10 years' time, we want to really reach 6 trillion yen as of 2033. That is our target set for us. And there should be a global map there, here, but the thing is, but the way we describe India is slightly different from what India people want to see there. Therefore, I just take it out there. But anyway, our point is here, is I want to show you actually how we plan to really go overseas with the Japanese produced animation there. But anyway, but the biggest market for us is a Korean market. That's the top one, followed by American market, Taiwan, and China, and Hong Kong. Those are the markets in ranking there. So Asian areas are the biggest actually export destination for us. When it comes to India, the Korea, that's the biggest, the top market, 840 works there. Whereas it comes to India, it's only 13 actually the works that's being exported to India. That means we still have a big potential for us to grow our export to India going forward there. As I have explained so far, the Japanese anime industry will continue to grow, as I said, actually. But that said, when it comes to animation production company, they do have a challenge there because a shortage of talents. And also we have to really recruit actually better and train them better, actually. We need to work together with the animation production companies and the other companies. We do need to really recruit more people and nurture them more, actually. The next one, actually, we need to have a good working environment for them to feel good, comfortable there. So animators, creators, etc., I think we do need to create working conditions that should be better for those people who are working in the industry. As for us, actually, as the physical production, we have had some difficulties in recruiting people. We just ask the recruiters to get people in here. But the thing is, it's very difficult really to get good talents actually with the terms condition. We do need to really prepare good benefits as well, like the insurance for the unemployment. We do need to have a good kind of benefits to attract and recruit people into working in the area. And the legal compliance is another very important here, like a freelance new law and subcontract law, and also the antitrust law, etc., are there in place, so that we have to really have to be in compliance with the good citizen to comply with the laws and regulation. That has been we have been having good high pressure from the government to be in compliance with the laws and regulation. And this is the last page. So last but not least, I'd like to talk about the future for animation productions. Sure, we can have the good animation industry culture to be growing there based upon the anime production companies being in good growth there. So next one, actually, we do need to really continue to produce excellent works, titles onward, actually. That means relying on the digital technologies and technologies which has been growing very fast and quickly there. We do need to obtain those know-how and techniques to help us to produce good facts there. I mean, production actually, the place. That is the most important area that we need to put a lot of efforts on them. That's how we plan to really grow the market and the production houses, etc., going forward. That concludes my presentation. Thank you very much, Mr.
Familiarizing us with the current condition of Japanese animation industry. We also have a speaker to tell us about the well-known movie festival, the Tokyo International Film Festival. Please allow me to invite Mr. Hitoshi Sakagami, Managing Director of Tokyo International Film Festival, to the stage. Mr. Sakagami, please come up.
Good afternoon. My name is Sakagami, Hitoshi Sakagami. I'm a Managing Director of Tokyo International Film Festival. Thank you very much for inviting this opportunity. Today, I'd like to explain about the Tokyo International Film Festival, as well as TIFCOM, which is the content market affiliated with the festival. But first, I'd like to show you the video introducing the last year's 37th edition of Tokyo International Film Festival, and another video, which is introducing TIFCOM last year. So there are two videos. So please.
あの時間
We're really excited to be here.
映画っていうのは共通言語、多くの方々とつながっていきたいなと。
皆さん映画本当に楽しみにしてください。
我覺得東京國際電影節俾我感覺到希望會有好多好電影。
All your friends that I will see it on.
So like to see.
紹介されてたから遠い映画ね。
映画業界、女性の活躍が強くなるように。
真剣さっていうものは男性も女性も同じだなって。
ありがとう。
子ども映画教室のモットーは大人は手出し口出ししない。最後は私自身がのめり込んでしまい。
どんな風にして映画がスタートするか。
自分の捉え方だけじゃなくて審査会で本当の作品の真意みたいなものに迫れたなと。
裏切った。
She's an original.
Be able to tell the story. Very happy ghost story.
The Tokyo Grand Prix goes to the film. Thank you.
であり、同時に味方でありたいと。ありがとうございました。
来年も私たちの映画祭をよろしくお願いをいたします。
It's great. It's my first time, so I think personal connections are important, and today is to make personal connections.
もちろんまたもう一度、そこに行きたいです。Great pleasure to be here and to participate at the conference.
Thank you very much. So now I'd like to explain about the festival. The Tokyo International Film Festival, which began in 1985, the 38th edition this year, is the only international film festival in Japan that is authorized by FIAP, which is International Federation of Film Producers Association, and has a major position as one of the largest film festivals in Asia. Last year's 37th edition of Tokyo International Film Festival was held in Hibiya, Yurakucho, Marunouchi, and Ginza areas, as in the previous year, from October 28th to November 6th, 2024, and recorded the attendance of 881,020 people for screening at the events, which is 126% of the previous year. The number of overseas guests invited, including TIFCOM participants, was 2,561, which is 118% of the previous year. And the exchange between overseas guests and the domestic film industry professionals were also expanded, fulfilling a major role as an international film festival. In line with our mission, which is to amplify the possibilities of cinema from Tokyo and contribute to the interactions with a diverse world, last year's festival focused on three principles, which is interaction with the world, developing talent for the industry's future, and perspective on women. The first, in the interaction with the world, we welcome a diverse range of guests from around the world, including directors, actors, producers, film festival programmers, journalists, and film students, and engaged in exchange with the Japan film industry. Second, in the developing talent for the industry's future, we held talk sessions with filmmakers from around the world in the TIFF Lounge, master classes for Asian students, and the film production workshops for junior high school students, contributing to the development of talent who will lead the future of the film. Third, the perspective on women. We screened domestic and international films by female directors, selected by female programmers, as well as symposium by female directors and the newly established Women's Empowerment section. This year's 38th edition, we will further promoting personal exchanges and continues to focus on promoting Japanese films in order to further strengthen our ability to dispatch information internationally. And next, I will explain about the TIFCOM, which is the content market affiliated with the festival. The 21st edition of TIFCOM 2024 took place over the 3 days from October 30th to November 1st at the Tokyo Metropolitan Industrial Trade Center, Hamamatsucho. It brought together a wide range of content holders from film, TV, series, and animation, as well as leading buyers from around the world. In addition, many industry professionals attended the international co-production opportunities, participating in seminars on the latest industry trends, and engaged in networking, culminating in a vibrant gathering of 4,088 participants, which is 160% compared to the previous year. So 1,722 people from 38 countries and regions participated from overseas, and 6,301 business negotiation meetings were held. And we very much appreciate India's attendance to TIFCOM as an exhibitor last year. Thank you very much. And this year, we will strengthen international transaction Japanese visual content, including the market for film rights and projects for original IP, and to further develop the event as a hub for information and interaction among visual creators from around the world. That's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Sakagami. With this, we conclude today's program. Once again, thank you for joining us today. We have Indian snacks ready outside the hall. Please interact with each other and share ideas which would bring the bilateral cooperation in the field of media and entertainment forward. If you use the simultaneous interpretation receiver, please return them on your way out. Thank you for your kind cooperation.